Short video probably. I have to go do some wind preparedness work or something. Big windstorm are coming. Anyway, like it could do anything else. I shouldn't say anything, big trees around the house still. Anyway, there's always something. So I was just thinking of Anticontovad's video, so maybe we'll play with this idea of the future thing. And related is the fact that the human race, at least the current human race, has done so little to prepare for the future. Like preparing for the windstorm, the human race has done exactly the opposite to the future. It has left it a bunch of pointy sticks and all kinds of clutter and rubbish around, likely to impale the residents of the future with some sort of doom. We've used resources, had unsustainable practices of, garbage disposal and procreation, and just a total, almost a complete. I mean, the lack of regard for the future has been substantial. I mean, the only time people start doing something about a problem is when it starts affecting them. They throw the dioxin into the ocean, in the 50-year barrels, because, they'll all be dead in 50 years, so fuck it. Yeah, it's not going to hurt me any. That kind of attitude has just prevailed. And I guess I would argue that it still prevails in, much of human enterprise. There's little glimmers of hope where you see somebody do something, where they build a new city and they actually, think about future infrastructure or maybe future conditions. But that's just mostly a stylish maneuver, probably doesn't have anything to do with anything like a sincere thought for the future. Just figures that they can make money by looking futuristic. They can sell the current generation on some, on the future's design motif. Yeah. But yeah, again, it's not a real concession to the future, or sacrifice to the future, or compromise to the future. And again, these are from the people who profess, some love of their kids, their progeny, some love of the human race, some wish and desire for it to thrive and prosper and live for many millennium, pursuing its utopia. And yet it gives it no help in producing utopia, no habits of utopia production, no themes of utopian production. And I would argue that these themes are rather simple. An intelligent population, disciplined, to some extent in their behaviors and practices, by some sort of culture, that values these, the long-standing, durable expressions of our creativity and our progress, the good progress of, that's there. We have made progress. We have discovered reality through disciplined and cautious science. Now we're capitalists as scientists instead of, we've replaced the missions have all been perverted or consumed, not by some sort of human, one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind. It's one small, pickpocket for a crook, one master thievery, from the human race. It's all about schemes of acquisition, of taking. Nothing high-minded, all very crass and low-minded. So here we have a human race in just kind of a despicable condition. And, but you can't say it. You can't identify that as a problem and say it needs solution quite desperately if there is to be any kind of hope for the future. It's now you're guilt mongering. And it's just, there's no way to win in that atmosphere where if you say there's a responsibility, you're automatically violating the liberty interest of the current greed machines. Just preposterous to get anywhere from that premise. There's a cost to multiplying the value of our energy. You have to pay more to do things right. It's just a fact. And if everybody's going to be knocked down every time they say let's pay a little more and do it right, with some sort of nonsense that you're being too cruel to the little striving current beasties who are so desperately wanty, it's just nonsense. So anyway, I shall add more and such. I have to run and whatnot. Urgent and such. Oh, it's working. Okay. You're lucky. So I'm back. Yeah, it's starting to rain a little bit. So the crap is a-coming. So it's the same old... I mean, you hear this from people. Yeah, we're living in this disposable society. We could have, durable, recyclable, institutional kinds of behavior, and but that costs an extra 5 cents, and we all know that those nickels add up. And so we can't really afford to do that for the future. It's this whole penny wise, pound foolish thing when you look at it over the course of history. And those kind of themes have been around a long time. I mean, this is Benjamin Franklin kind of logic. Penny earned is a penny saved. Well, penny saved is penny earned. These kind of things is, and it's like nobody, don't take any wooden nickels. Apple a day keeps the doctor away. And cream puffs will kill you. No durable, institutional, progressively visionary, looking to the future behavior. The society as a whole could have gone metric and it chickened out. The society as a whole could have visions of economical eating habits, healthy eating habits. They could do real work to make that something rewarded, provide real incentives for people to mimic the behavior if they can't do it sincerely. And by merely mimicking the behavior, the next generation will learn the behavior. That's the catch. If you can just pretend like you're a decent human, you will create real decent humans, because they'll mimic you. So it's just very unfortunate that the world has lost all vision. I would argue that it had a glimmer of hope back in the 60s, in the early 70s. There was something happening. It turned out to be thin and weak and indurable. It turned out that it couldn't survive once the war was over, once the election was over, it just seemed like everybody gave up. And They just start looking for their cut, sadly. And yeah, well, anyways, I'm lamenting. No point in doing that. Disappointed in my generation, to tell you the truth. Very disappointed. You know, but whatever. Not much you can do. Yeah, not much you can do. I guess it's the point is this like I said, you can just what? I'm going to recite some Ben Franklinisms. Yeah, let's see how people will take that. You know, oh yeah, they're going to react so well to that. You know, because oh yeah, you're just being archaically unhip. You know, it's unhip to give a shit. You know, it's you know, just it's daunting to get people to even being willing to mimic decency. They won't even mimic it. I mean, you know, think about that. And these are the same people aggressively arguing with me in defense of hope. I mean, it's just hilarious, right? They have the energy to aggressively argue with me about their hope, but they don't have the energy to mimic a bit of sacrifice to the future. Yeah. Ho Larry S. Yeah, forget about it. So yeah, it is sort of game over, I guess. Dystopia, here we come. Riding a horse called Dystopia. Yeah, I'm called a horse Dystopia. That makes sense. Lazy fuck. I don't care. Yeah, let's call the horse that, because that's the engine of this. People don't have to care because consciousness isn't real, and it doesn't matter how many people die in the Holocaust, because once they're dead, they're dead. It doesn't matter once they're dead. So as long as we rape and pillage and kill, it's okay. There. Who needs Benjamin Franklin when you have fucking Anticontivod logic? Yes, rape, pillage, and kill. Oh God, it's so obvious. Why didn't I think of it before? Alright, never mind. Yeah. It's just amazingly hard. So anyway, but yes, there is, you know, it's like, you know, you bring up Jefferson, they call him a rapist. You bring up Walt Disney, he's fucking a Nazi. I mean, it just, what the fuck? But yeah, there are people who still have, you know, some sort of passion for reason, a passion for, you know, the what can be imagined, the better world that can be imagined. But you're going to have to argue through an awful lot of crap. You're going to have to be a crap swimming Diana Nyad. Yeah, the Diana Nyad of crap swimming. You know, to get there, you're going to have to be, you know, be a record-breaking shit swimmer. Better than Benjamin Franklin. Yeah, better than Walt Disney. You're going to have to actually do it right. Oh, damn. So anyway, my vision is a progressive third party is a good start. So I now declare the existence of the progressive party. Yeah, I guess I'll call it that, right? No one has that name, do they? If they do, I'm just going to take it. Could call it something else, though. Yeah, some better worlder kind of thing. We could be better worlders. Yeah, something like that. Well, anyway, we'll use progressive for now. But the important part is this is a third party. alternative, and its platform is the destruction of the party system. No more party politics. No obligation to play the party game. Yeah. Everybody's an independent, and they can be independently associated with a party if they choose, but their independence is assured. And if you vote for them, it's because you want them, not their party. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's the way to go. That's the next step, is to have a new party, a simple platform of better democracy. That's right. Yay for representation in government. Yeah, let's get that done first. That seems like a good first step, is that when you have votes in the Congress, that everybody have a vote. Yeah, that seems to make sense. Yeah, that'd be like the first thing you have, is you make sure you count all the votes. And you can't count all the votes if you disenfranchised half the people in the fucking country. Yeah, that's right. So you have to give that half of the country you stole their vote away from them, you have to put them back at the table. You have to allow them to vote too. Yeah. Alright, so there. You fixed that, you got step number 1 done. Alright, no point in talking about any other steps. That's step number 1. You can't have a better future till you take that step. Any staircase to better has to have that step on it. So let's get stepping. Yep. Alright. Yeah, I think I've taken the first step towards that step. Yes, I have. And I've stepped in the direction of the first step towards a better world. Yep. Yeah, I did it. That wasn't so hard. See, if I can do it, you can do it. Take your first step in the positive, progressive party direction. Yeah, and once you do that, then there'll be next steps, and next steps, and next steps. And before you know it, we'll be in a better future. It is still going to suck, but it'll be a lot less suck than this fucking present. That's for sure. Ew. A witness on us. Anyway. It's hard work talking about the future. Yeah. Well, I did it. If I can do it, you can do it. Yep, there you go. See? I'll just keep rubbing that in your face. If I can do it, you can do it. Yeah. I dare ya. Nah. Okay. Now that's enough. It is starting to rain a little more heavily. And this camera's not waterproof. So I better put it away. And not that I have too much away place to put it, but I'll find some place. Anyway, so till the next time and such, think future, think progress, think the Progressive Party. The Progressive Party is the best. I know it for sure. We don't do any of that value relativism bullshit. We can see the future, fuckers. So shut up, your lame asses, and give a fuck. You fucking nihilist cunts. Alright. That's our that's our marching slogan. Yeah, we march pretty funny. But silly walk. Who cares? It's fun. Alright, anyway, till next time. Gotta end this before failure ensues.